Welcome into Fantasy AI. Moving on. All right, back in the computer room. We're going to look at consensus wide receiver rankings versus their average per game. See what kind of anomalies that might point out, or people who might be overranked or underranked, right? Or the safest picks. So let's get started here. We're going to look at bringing in the top 20 wide receiver rankings, right? Here's Davante Adams, 20th ranked, comes in with a 9.55 average. Pickens, 19th ranked, 8.5. 9.9 for Metcalf. Cooper Kupp, 8.8. Jalen Waddle, 0.06. Drake London, 6.53. It's almost like one of those, that game, something here doesn't belong with the others. Can you find it out? Anyway, Nico Collins, 12.03 for this bottom row, or 11 through 20, right? He comes in 14th ranked. Chris Olave, 13th ranked with 9.02. You can see Nico averaged 3 full points more than Chris Olave. Whew. And Mike Evans, almost 3 more than Chris Olave. And Ayuk finishes out the second tier at 11 points. So you get an idea here. With some, I mean, look at Drake London sticking out there. Whew. Not very good there, but all right, let's move. And Olave, really. Well, they got him up there pretty high. Anyway, let's move on. Let's fill in the top 10. Deebo Samuel at number 10, 12.25. Our first, well, I guess Nico had 12, but Deebo up there at 10 with 12.2. Marvin Harrison Jr., 0, because he's a rookie, right? Had none. We'll fill that in here in a minute. And Puka Nacua, 11.38. So not quite the 12. Wow. Garrett Wilson, 7.24. I mean, that just doesn't even talk about not belonging with the others here. Look at Amon St. Brown. That's 6 points more per game average. 13.37. One of the best here. Bring in A.J. Brown. You know, that's kind of lower than some of the others around here. His average per game of 11. Look at Justin Jefferson. 13.74. That's meaningful. Ooh, Jamar Chase, 3.5 points lower than what Justin Jefferson averaged last year. That doesn't seem right. And Tyreek Hill and, of course, CeeDee Lamb both have a 16. Look at those, how those both stick out just so much further than the rest of them, right? All right, so one thing I want to fix here is a couple things. We're going to have to get a ranking here for Harrison. And, boy, but some of these just stick out. Look at Drake London here. Look at Nico Collins. Shouldn't he be up there? I mean, really, when you think about it. But here's Garrett Wilson, maybe a little high. So, let's move on here. What did I do for Marvin Harrison Jr.? Well, here, top rookie in 2023, Puka Nacua. Top rookie, Jalen Waddle. Jamar Chase, top rookie. So we take what the top rookie averaged each of those years, put them together, and we get a number to plug in for him. Now, that's certainly giving Marvin Harrison Jr. the benefit of the doubt here that he's going to be the top. But we kind of feel that he is. So I could work out an average to give him 11.87. So that's what we're going to give him. So let's bring them in by average now. All right? You can see Drake London, bottom of the thing. Garrett Wilson, Pickens, Cooper, Olave, Waddle, Davante Adams, Metcalf, Chase. Now we're filling in the top 10 by average. See, we finished filling them in by average here. So, wow, just gives you a little different perspective on it, doesn't it? All right? I mean, first off, you can see, wow. Here, I've got the numbers here. 7th ranked, and it was the 19th of the top 20th in average per game. Look at Drake London, right? So you see Cooper Kupp down here. Olave, 13th. Maybe they're giving him a little bit. Look at this 3 here for Ja'Marr Chase. 10.24. Bottom row. And, of course, here's some of these here. Look at Nico Collins. No respect at 14. Debo here at 10 is not getting the just due, I think. What about Mike Evans? Putting him out to pasture a little early? But anyway, you can see kind of how these show up here and how they look a little different by when you put them by rankings. Certainly circumstances are going to change this year. I guess everybody's hoping for a Ja'Marr Chase comeback. And, of course, Drake London and these are going to get quarterback upgrades here at the bottom. But do they warrant that big of difference? So let's get over here and look at a few of these. All right. So, first off, here's a couple that didn't make the list. They removed from the top 20. Right? Look at these. I mean, Keenan Allen had 13.5. Well, that was like been 4th. Keenan Allen and DJ Moore. He had a high average. Those are pretty good. Tank Dell, Amari Cooper, even Diggs and Mike Williams. I don't know if he's always hurt, but the 2 games he did play, he averaged 10.4. But, hey, we'll come back to another video with these receivers, but these are some guys not to sleep on, all right? All right, so let's move on to here. All right, let's get him. So I was able to work out the difference, right? So here we'll bring up Nico first to show you what I mean here. And all right, for up first, and the best difference one is Nico Collins. You're saying, what do I mean by that? Well, for him being ranked 14th, right? And this right here, the rank average for the 14th person, they need to average 10.47 to deserve that ranking. Well, he averaged 12.03. So he had an extra 1.5 points. So to deserve his 14th ranking, Nico can lose 1.5 point and a half a game and still deserve that 14th ranking. That's a safe pick right there. Right? Nico Collins? I mean, hey, that's a pretty dang safe pick, I would think. All right, moving on. How about, here's the safest. I mean, here's the one I'm just falling in love with. Look at him. No changes in his team. To get the 6th ranking, he needed 12.25. Oh, he did a point better than that. And there's no real changes there. I love Amon St. Talk about safe. One of your safest picks. I mean, on Nico, there was some change going on, but Amon St. Brown, no change. That's one of the safest picks you're going to get. Right there, Amon St. Brown. Anyway, let's move on to the next guy here. You can see Mike Evans comes in. Well, Mike Evans, almost a full point, they're discarding him. So he can do 2, and I say it one more time, to deserve his 12th place ranking, he can afford to lose a point a game and still make it and afford it. That's a pretty safe bet. So these ones we're going here first are pretty safe picks when you get down to it. Everybody's worried about Mike Evans and, oh, he can't reduplicate, can't do. Well, hey, that's already been discounted. Look at those differences. And Deebo Samuel. Hey, well, I think that we need to take a look at Deebo here. Look at that. Almost a point a game he can afford to lose and get the 10th ranking. So those are some of the top safest wide receiver picks, really. Marvin Harrison Jr., we put that 11.87. Well, they got him ranked 9th, would give him, he's a half a point possibly ahead. And Justin Jefferson. Here's one of my safest ones, right? They're giving to him, he's ranked 4th now. Well, you can see it's almost he has to get 13.37. But hey, he's averaged 13.3 the last 3 years. I mean, he's just walking into this. Justin Jefferson just has to do what he's done his whole career, and he'll be definitely worthy of that 4th ranking. All right? So, yeah, I mean, these picks up here might be safer, but look at that return. 13.3? Safe? That's a safe pick. All right. Same with, Hill. Tyreek Hill here. Hey, he's doing it too. So, and you get down here, you got Metcalf and Devontae Adams too. So you can see some of those ranked here. The bottom here, they're break even. They just got to show up and do what they did last year to earn their rankings. But hey, at least they're all positive, right? They're all just can show up and do close to what they did last year. Now let's get into the bad portion. First one up is Garrett Wilson. Woo! This is not safe, guys. I don't know how they're looking up. He's ranked 7th. He would need to average 12 for that. He averaged 7.2. I know Aaron Rodgers is coming in, but what a risk. So to give that rank average, you have to assume that he's going to do almost 4.8 points better average per game to deserve that. That is not worth the risk. Not at all. That is not worth the risk. So I think we need to pass on Garrett Wilson. And same with Drake London. I mean, hey, I got to admit, these were two of my, good sleeper. I thought Drake London, well, they got him ranked up to 15th. That ain't sleeping. All right. And as for a 6.5 average. Now, I know they got a new offense, got a new quarterback, got a new everything. But hey, you're hoping for almost 4 extra points added on to his average per game to make up for the difference in ranking. And it's just, no, that ain't worth the risk. Why not just take one of the others that just fall into it? Moving on to, here's the big one, Ja'Marr Chase. They just recently bumped him up to the number 3 rankings, right? Well, he has to do 3.5 points per game better to deserve that, right? Look at that, where he's coming from. And that, you don't just come out and make 3.5 points a game that easy, or everybody would do it. So I think that he's one of the most overranked. Show me. Joe Burrow's got to stay healthy. I know he's coming back, but show me. Right? Just stay off. That's not worth picking. A.J. Brown. Now, hey, you know what? I got to admit, I was thinking I liked him. I was thinking I might take A.J. Brown. But look at this. Nothing's changed on his team. Somehow he's got to do 2 points better to deserve that ranking. I'm laying off A.J. Brown now. I mean, what's changed on his team? Worse, they brought in Barkley, more competent running back. I'm off A.J. Brown now too. Wow, this really is an eye opener. Some of these numbers. I mean, you can say, well, their team's going to be better, or they're going to do. Ja'Marr Chase has got him back. Well, hey, show me, Chris Olave. Now, what about him too? Look at this. He's got to do a full, almost 2 points better to deserve that 13 ranking. What's changed there? Nothing. I don't know. Stay away from him too. We're getting a lot of stay away froms. And a lot of, safe, easy, good picks. Amon St. Brown, right? Jalen Waddle here. Well, nothing's changed there. I would say things have gotten worse. And they've got him ranked up to 16th. I don't see that. And how about Cooper Kupp here? He's got to do a point better. And now he was hurt. But this is average. This isn't on games missed or whatever, right? So he has to average 1 more point a game better than the 8 he did while he was in there. So that's not good for the 17th ranking. I don't like that either. That's a risk. I don't want risk. We're trying to eliminate risk. George Pickens. He's got to bring it up. Yeah, he's got the number 1 job now. Deontay's gone. So he's got, but hey, show me. A full point, better average. Look at Puka Nacua. He has to do, to hold on to that 8th ranking, right? He's going to have to do 0.59 better. With Cooper Kupp coming back. It almost looks like they got those Rams over ranked, doesn't it? Now, down here at the bottom, CD, hey, that's negligible. That's great. I mean, hey, he's ranked appropriately, and so's Ayuk. I mean, that's just nothing. That's almost no change there. But boy, you can see that some of these don't make sense, and we're going to have to look those over and see what's going on. So let's look at wide receiver rank deserving then. We'll look at it this way. First of all, DJ Moore, who wasn't even in the top 20, has an overage that was minus 2.19. He can afford to lose 2 points to his game and still deserve the 22nd ranking. I'm going to have to come back and do another show on these kind of guys. I just had to throw them in there. Or the ones they took out, the ones that are deserving. Make sure you're subscribed so you hit my next show I do on those. Hit the like button. But moving on, how about Brandon Aiyuk? Hey, he's break even, but hey, I'll take that. I mean, one of the safest picks here and still get good points, right? So I put him at number 9. Marvin Harrison Jr., unproven. We stuck in some numbers, but hey, that was even still a half a point low to deserve his 9th ranking. So, hey, he's kind of safe. These are kind of deserving of the rankings. Mike Evans. So we're discounting that he can't repeat, that he's old, all the Baker Mayfield, all the strikes against him. But hey, he can afford to lose a point a game and still be deserving of his 12th ranking. So he ends up being, since they brought him down so much, he's pretty safe. That's all baked in. How about Debo? Well, he can afford to lose a point and still deserve the 10th ranking. That's pretty safe. And Aiyuk kind of upset and don't know what's going on. Hey, I'm starting to really like Debo here. All right. How about CeeDee Lamb? Look at that. For CeeDee Lamb, it's just you have to take these points. It's safe to get those points, right? And we see that Dallas, hey, he's just got to tread water here. Or even afford to lose some, and he's still going to be so much worse. We saw how much more him and Tyreek Hill, 16 points. That was 3 points more than the next on the list. So, hey, you just got to put them two on there. Same with Tyreek. Oh, my gosh, you look at his games. Look at those games. Just chart busting. Yeah, so at that point, you just got to take it. So they got to be on the list there. They're pretty dang safe for what you're getting back. How about Nico Collins? At minus and 1.5, he can afford to lose and still deserve that 14th ranking. So why are we bringing Nico down? Well, we don't like the schedule. Schedule's a little tougher this year. All right, we look at C.J. Stroud, 25th schedule, so that isn't as nice. But also we're bringing him down because Stephon Diggs come to town. All right, Tank Dell's in town. So, and Nico Collins. So, hey, there's a lot of stuff to go around with a harder schedule, right? Well, hey, he can afford to lose 1.5, and he still would deserve that ranking. I think we've moved him too far, which makes him a very safe pick. And let's get a little thing here. What if Tank Dell pulls a hamstrings out 4 weeks? That just makes Nico Collins even better. That's that bonus multiplier, right? What if Stephon Diggs has a little problem there for a few weeks? All right. Well, with two of these guys, Tank Dell and Stephon Diggs, there's twice the chance of one of them having a little problem to where we get multi-points out of Nico Collins. Nico Collins is a very safe pick here. They've already discounted him. Get on him. How about Justin Jefferson? All he has to do, he can afford to lose almost a 0.37, but all he has to do is do whatever he's done his whole career, which was 13.3. Right? He had 13.7 last year. Yes, I just like him. And let's look at him over. He's got the 8th easiest schedule. I know we got some questions here at Sam Darnold or McCarthy here, but hey, they've got the 10th easiest schedule. They're going to be passing, and Hawkinson's going to be out early. Justin Jefferson's no-brainer here. I like that. I love it. And the biggest one we found out was Amon St. Brown. He can afford to lose a point a game and still be deserving of the 6th ranking. I don't see him losing a point a game. That's just one of the... So those are my top 10 that, hey, we just got to go with them. Ooh, Fantasy AI. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe. All right. All right, then. We're not going to do that today. How about hitting that like and subscribe? Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. Get me some subscribers up here. All right, time to fill my shorts. Going to fill my shorts Fantasy AI looking at some wide receivers with deserving rankings. DJ Moore, ranked 22nd. He could lose 2 points a game and still deserve that averages. All right? Brandon Ayuk looks good here at number 9. Marvin Harrison Jr., promising rookie. Hey, he fits the bill at number 8 here. Mike Evans, he can lose a point a game out to his points per game average and still deserve the ranking 12. They're just putting him out to pasture a little early. Deebo Samuel, we like him in San Francisco. CeeDee Lamb, all those points, you gotta like him. And Tyreek. There's just too many points to pass on. 16 points a game average, that's too much. Nico, he could lose 1.5 points a game and still to his average and still deserve the 14th ranking. Come look at the long to see how we figured these out. Justin Jefferson, like him too. And Amon St. Brown, the safest pick. Look at that. He can lose a point a game and still deserve his